Hey guys, this is Supreme and you're watching YouTube channel called Project JEE. And today this is our first session of chemistry. So we are going to start our new chapter called Chemical Equilibrium. So in this video we are going to start the introductory part of this chapter, and we are going to know the basics of this chapter before going deeply into the chapter. So let's start. So firstly we are going to learn about the reactants. What are meant by reactants? Reactants are the substances which enters the chemical reaction in order to complete the reaction are called reactants. The substances which enters the chemical reaction are called as reactants. Then going to products. What is meant by products? What are products? Products are the substances which are formed after the completion of the reaction. The substances formed after the completion of the reaction are called products.
Created with
So
free
now
version
we are
for
going to
non-commercial
discuss
use.
the types of reactions. So there are mainly two types of reactions. First one is reversible reaction. Reversible reaction. Second one is irreversible reaction. Mainly in this chapter, we are going to learn about the reversible reactions because the equilibrium state will be considered in reversible state only. And firstly, we are going to discuss about the irreversible reactions. So let's start. So now let's discuss irreversible reactions. So first of all, what are meant by irreversible reactions? Irreversible reactions are the reactions where the products again cannot be converted into the reactants under the similar set of conditions is known as irreversible reaction. The reactions where products cannot be again converted into the reactants under the similar conditions is called the irreversible reactions. So let's discuss some examples of
Created
irreversible
with free
reactions.
version for
So let's
non-commercial use.
discuss some examples of the irreversible reactions. The first example of the irreversible reactions are evaporation of the water in open vessel. So mainly we have to keep a point in our mind, that is the irreversible reactions mostly occurs in open vessel and the reversible reactions mostly occur in closed vessel. So the next example is thermal decomposition reactions. The example of thermal decomposition reactions are 2KClO3 in solid state gives rise to 2KCl plus 3O2 and this goes up. Okay, this is the most important reaction under the irreversible reactions form. And in the same thermal decomposition reactions, another example of that is CaCO3 in solid state on heating, it gives rise to
Created
CaO
with free
plus
version for
CO2
non-commercial
plus.
use.
Okay, these are formed after the heating of CaCO3 molecule. So going to another examples of irreversible reactions. So in the precipitation reaction, the most important example of precipitation reactions is AgNO3 in aqueous form plus NaCl also in aqueous form gives rise to AgNO3, which is a solid and mostly a precipitate, plus NaNO3, which is also in aqueous form. So this is the main important reaction of precipitation reactions. So another example of irreversible reactions are the neutralization reactions. The neutralization reaction contains mainly the outcoming products as H2O. So the first example of neutralization reactions
Created with free
is
version for non-commercial use.
HCl in aqueous form plus NaOH in also aqueous form gives rise to NaCl plus H2O. H2O in liquid form and NaCl is also aqueous form. The main conditions of these neutralization reactions are the main points. HCl is a strong acid and NaOH is a strong base. So the combination of these two substances gives rise to water as outcoming product. The general form of the neutralization reactions is acid plus base gives rise to salt plus water. Even though it is studied in the lower sections of your classes, and acid plus base gives rise to salt, and water is the common general product in each and every neutralization reaction.
Created with free
So this
version
has
for
to be
non-commercial
noted.
use.
So we are going to discuss reversible reactions. Reversible reactions are the reactions where the products can also be converted into reactants, and reactants again converted into products. So which means the reaction can occur both in forward and backward direction as well. So the general form of the reversible reactions where reactants are converted into products and products are also converted into reactants. Please note, this is the equilibrium symbol where this upper half arrow indicates forward reaction or reaction in the reaction where reactants are converted into products, and this down half arrow indicates backward reaction where the products are converted into reactants. So let's discuss some main properties
Created with
of
free version
reversible
for non-commercial
reactions.
use.
So the first property is a chemical reaction which is reversible will not come to the rest or does not come to completion, which means a chemical reaction which is a reversible reaction will take place continuously each and every time. It does not come to the rest or at any time. Next property of the reversible reactions is most of the reactions takes place in closed vessels only. As I said, the irreversible reactions mostly takes place in open vessels. So here reversible reactions are mainly takes place in closed vessels only. So the next property of this reversible reactions is the removal of one of the products which are formed in between the completion of the reversible reactions leads to the completion of the reactions. Which means
Created
if
with
we
free version for
remove the
non-commercial
products
use.
formed after the forward reaction, that will lead to the completion of the reversible reaction. So these are the main properties of reversible reactions. And next, we are going to discuss some examples of reversible reactions. So now, let's discuss some examples of reversible reactions. H2 plus I2 gives rise to 2HA. So this is one of the major important reversible reaction, and PCl5 gives rise to PCl3 plus Cl2. So this is also one of the most important reversible reaction. So now let's discuss the main topic of this chapter, which is equilibrium state. So in order to understand this, let's imagine a situation where there is a closed vessel, and in that closed vessel there are some reactants. So at some instant, the reactants start to react
Created
with each
with free
other
version
to
for
give the
non-commercial
products.
use.
So after some time, reactants start converting into products. So after some time, the concentration of the reactants decreases where the concentration of the products increases. So continuously in this process, at some instant, the concentration of the reactions is equal to the concentration of the products. So this state is called as equilibrium state. So now let's discuss some important points regarding equilibrium state. So the first point is rate of forward reaction is equal to the rate of backward reaction, which means the concentration, the amount of concentration converted from reactant to product side is equal to the amount of concentration converted to reactants from product side. So let's understand this by an example. So if we consider reactants of
Created with free version for non-commercial use.
1.5 moles of concentration and products of 1 mole concentration. So, in the equilibrium state, the rate of forward reaction is equal to the rate of backward reaction, which means if, for suppose, 0.4 moles of concentration is converted from reactant side to product side, then the same amount of concentration will be converted from products to reactant side. So which means the final concentration of the reactant side is 1.5 minus 0.4, which is 1.1 molar, and the product side 1.0 minus 0.4 is equal to 0.6 molar concentration. So these are the final moles of concentration of reactant and product side. So now let's discuss the another point. Equilibrium state can be attained by physical and chemical processes. So in order to
Created with
understand
free
this
version for
clearly, we
non-commercial
have to know
use.
the basics of physical and chemical processes. So in the next session, we will be discussing about the definitions and the examples of physical and chemical processes. And until then, stay tuned and have a nice day.